Hey everyone, welcome to this week's episode. We are officially at episode 10.
Yay.
So that's an exciting milestone for us. To get us started, we're going to talk about the sex position from last week, which was the scoop me up. We tried that a couple days ago and it went really well. We're doing some easier positions and I'm liking it. I like to be adventurous, but I also like to successfully be able to perform these. I really liked the position. It makes it easier for the one in front to play with themselves too.
Or the person behind.
Well, yeah, I guess either can put their hand right there. You can involve toys and stuff like that too. So I really liked that position.
I like that my hands are free to keep touching you.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be like in a sexual way, just touch your body.
And you can grab my hips and pull me closer. So I really liked that. And then our week went really well. We had another wedding. This is the month of weddings. So this time Jeff stood up in the wedding, and it was a beautiful ceremony. And
It was a 5-minute ceremony.
yes, it was
quick.
very short and sweet, and we liked it. And it was beautiful, beautiful venue, everything. And like always, I love my forever wedding date. Gotta get it. We got some slow dances in there, so it made me happy. Another new thing on the docket?
Yeah.
We both got new jobs, so we're moving.
Yep. It's only an hour away, but we don't want that hour commute. So we're house hunting.
Yeah, so now we're house hunting. So our relationship has definitely been put to the test. Jeff's thinking I don't want to move and all this, which is a little true for the purpose of it's just a lot of change at once. We did this a year and a half ago where we got engaged, we got a boat, and we got a new house. All within a week.
We got a boat.
Didn't we get the boat around the same time as everything else?
We got a boat.
Yeah, we got it within the same month.
Getting engaged? No, we got that in August.
The boat?
Last year, yeah.
Well, just kidding, guys. We still did a lot within a month's time last year with the new house and everything. So yeah, now both new jobs, house hunting, trying to get there as fast as possible. So it's very stressful. Jeff's learning he needs to just hold me and stop questioning if I'm questioning my job or something. It's just a lot that I need to take in at once, and I can't. It's a little overload for me right now because it's something very new to me for the job. And then house hunting, there's slim pickings, and I don't want to live with my parents. We have the option of possibly living in my parents' basement because, we could be those people, which they'd be totally fine with. But it'd still be a 45-minute commute, and with 4 cats and 2 dogs.
Yeah, so we looked at a house yesterday.
Yep.
That we actually put an offer on, and we're waiting for them to counter. That
it has a lot of potential.
Mm-hmm. It's on the water. It's a 10-minute drive to work. It's a very cabiny feel, which I like, but it still has so much potential to be a little bit more modern, which I know Shelly would like.
Yeah, I like the cabiny.
I know, but it's very cabiny right now.
I think we'll whitewash some of the wood for the purpose of some of it's already painted a weird brown. I don't know why they painted the wood in the first place, but now I think we'll have to repaint it because it's probably, I think they've lived there for a while and it's going to have sunspots where they have stuff hung up. But yeah, so we'll let you know how that goes. Next week, hopefully, we'll be saying we're moving, but we don't. We got to get our house listed first.
Yeah, our house is getting listed next week, but it should sell fast, so.
Fingers crossed. All right, and then next is Jeff with advice of the week.
All right. So this kind of ties into what we were talking about with you saying I need to just hold you and stuff. So this is from lifehack.org, and it's in their relationship advice column. So the first one they have, it's not your partner's responsibility to make you happy. So this is something I have to remember. It says, how often have you heard people in relationships say, he just makes me feel so bad about myself, or she makes me so angry. The truth is, nobody can make you feel anything. It is up to you to accept responsibility for how you feel. This is an important part of owning your personal power. It says Amy Morin, licensed clinical social worker, psychotherapist, and author, explains that nearly everybody has given someone else power over the way they feel, think, or behave at some stages in their life. Says she goes on to explain that one of the most effective ways to retain your personal power is to accept responsibility for how you feel. A direct quote from her, don't let other people's behavior dictate your emotions, and instead accept that it is up to you to manage your emotions regardless of how others behave. Not only are you giving away your personal power when you outsource your happiness, you are also setting expectations of your partner that are unrealistic, and that will put a lot of unnecessary pressure on your relationship. It says, now repeat after me. I am in control of my own happiness, and my partner is in control of their own happiness. So the reason I thought that was relevant to this week is I put stress on myself thinking I need to make you happy, but you're going to be unhappy if you want to be unhappy, no matter what I do. So I get frustrated.
Sometimes we make it worse, yeah, because you get frustrated.
I will get frustrated because I know it's a personal choice for you to be unhappy, and I get frustrated with that when you choose to stay unhappy. So
I need time. And then you make it worse because you get frustrated at me when it would be fine if you just let me have my moments.
So I need to just give you your space and not say anything because my frustration will show. Or I'll just hold you like yesterday. And I feel like that hopefully helped.
It did.
So, and let you choose to be happy again.
I need a lot of time right now. There's a lot of change in our lives right now. But yeah.
So
I like that.
Yeah, that's our advice for this week. We just have to listen to it.
Yeah, I know. That's the next step, guys. Once we give it, try to listen to it just a little bit. Just one little step, and then write us in and see so we know how it went.
Yeah, so our next thing is our date idea. And we were looking at different stuff, like simple stuff, because we've had a lot of like buy this and do that. And Shelly doesn't know that this was the date idea I was doing, but it's something we've done years ago, and it was kind of a unplanned, impromptu day drinking and playing video games date.
Oh, I loved that.
So you don't need to drink during it, but
we make it sound like you can drink on every date we pretty much give you. You don't need to, but we always mention it.
Yeah, so we had some drinks and we played old Nintendo games. We played Dr. Mario. I remember playing that. Mm-hmm. And it's just fun just doing that. And the part that was more fun was just because we had just started dating too for a month or two probably. So it was just like hanging out on the floor and the couch talking. And
yeah, it was fun because we pushed back the coffee table and set up blankets and pillows on the floor to just, I don't know, like when you're kids, you tend to sit on the floor when you play the games. You're not always, well, when we were kids, so we're just hitting our 30s, the cords to all of your gaming systems were very short. So you pretty much were sitting next to the TV. Mm-hmm. And so it's really fun. It's a good throwback. And obviously, if you don't have the old games, you can crack out any type of PlayStation, Xbox game you want. But I have this system, which I need somebody to program again for me because it got messed up, that has all of the old video games on it from the Nintendo. So it's really fun to play and just a nice throwback. But yeah, I really loved that date.
Yeah, me too.
We had a good bonding time. That was a close... That's when I told you about my orgasm story. Ooh!
All right, we have a cat knocking over furniture.
Yeah, if you heard that bang. Sorry, Euchre. We have cats walking all over the table. Here comes one. Oh.
Whenever we decide we are going to record, the cats all decide they need to be on top of us.
Yeah, and we switched rooms.
And they follow us in here.
So I think there's less crackling in the background now. We're really trying to figure out this audio when one of us is quiet. Sometimes just weird stuff gets picked up in the background. So, And now we have a new house to deal with to try that out on eventually.
Yeah. All right, you want to do your first sex story?
Sure.
That's where boats go when they're coming from the ocean.
Oh, my God. All right. I have, both of mine are from BuzzFeed.com. My first one is called The Wreck-It and Ralph, and they're both very short. And this is from Drav 4888-38245. So The Wreck-It and Ralph. One of my friends decided to try anal with her boyfriend, but her dad walked in while they were having sex. Her boyfriend pulled out super fast, which caused her to shit all over his dick's stomach chest. Apparently the smell was so awful that he then started to throw up. Poor dad saw the whole damn thing.
Oh.
It's bad enough without the dad, but then the dad saw it all, so it's even, I feel like it's 10 times more embarrassing. This is why when we do anal, I don't like Jeff pulling out really fast, and I don't like him looking at it. Like, don't look at your dick. It's never messy, but it's just
On the off chance
I'm just waiting for that day. So.
All right. Gross.
Yep, you're welcome.
Mine is not as gross. Mine's funnier. So these are supposed to be funny sex stories, not gross sex stories. Okay, mine's from Reddit. It says it's from Powell WX. It says, I was having sex in my college apartment with my longtime girlfriend. I pounded her head into the drywall and made a dent/hole. Well, with the noise of the thump, she was embarrassed and left without speaking to my roommates. My 2 roommates thought we were fighting, and they thought I punched the wall. I explained it to them and showed them the hole. Then, they gave my girlfriend an old bike helmet for her birthday.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
And somebody comments, so do you F her with the helmet on?
I mean, that was the goal. Oh, I like that. I wonder if she laughed.
Oh.
They didn't say anything about her reaction to that.
My second story is right next to the first one. So it's also on Reddit. This is by the Gandu, and it reminded me of us. It says, we were having sex on the floor, and her back turned into a giant suction cup against it, and it made a big farting noise. She was embarrassed about it, so I stopped, laid next to her, and we proceeded to spend a few minutes making farting noises with our backs on the ground.
Oh my god, that is us.
Yeah,
Did you write this in?
No, so any fart noises, we have to try to recreate it.
Oh my gosh.
Like we'll spend, our bodies will make a body fart, and then we have to spend some time to do it.
I know we shared our 69 story of when I body farted, but we did not try to recreate that one. I just laid there for a second while I calmed down from laughing because, I mean, that body fart was pretty much in your face. We could never recreate that. I don't know how my pelvis it was between your pelvis and neck. Like, I don't know how we did that.
Yeah,
That
it was funny
really
though.
Impressive. I like that. We get along with them really well. Okay, excuse me. My next story is also, like I said, from BuzzFeed. It's from Lauren, and it's the unexpected facial.
Oh.
Don't worry, that's not poop this time. All right. I was in a threesome with 2 guys who happened to be friends. One of them insisted I blow him while riding the other one. He pushed my head really hard into him, right as he was about to come, which made me choke and pull away. This made all of his cum spray right onto his buddy's face, and a bit got into his mouth. I will always wonder if their friendship survived that sperm facial.
Maybe they're closer now.
Maybe. I mean, you don't get much closer after that kind of spray. But, that would be so gross.
That one was less gross.
It was less gross, yes. Anything with poop is going to be the most gross.
Unless somebody's into that, which there's some people, I'm sure.
It's fine.
I'm not into it.
We're not into it. We learned at the wedding this weekend of other things we should... We are friends with a lesbian couple, and she was giving us some different ideas, tips about double-sided dildos, and I asked her to try the Amazon. She said she wasn't flexible, but her girlfriend is. So, girl, if you're listening, get that Amazon done. Yeah, you guys are sick of hearing it, but I need a six. If one of you just wrote into us, you'd stop hearing about it. But yeah.
And that means I'll stop hearing about it.
You bring it up too.
Mostly to get it over with, because I know you will. All right.
Or I'll just, maybe, you know what? Or by the time we get it, I'm just going to end up having a strap on. We're going to end up trying it eventually.
Or I just keep working on my flexibility, which has not been happening. Yeah. So, all right.
Sex position of the week is the golden arch.
I'm assuming you're having sex at McDonald's.
Oh my God. So it's pretty much, before I show Jeff the picture because he hasn't seen it yet, you're both sitting on the bed, girl on top, facing each other. So she's sitting on top of his lap, his legs behind her, her legs behind him. And then you both pretty much get into the crab crawl position. You think? And now look at the picture. Good description.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So check out our Facebook page. And Instagram. We will post pictures of the crab crawl well, that's what I want to call it now. The Golden Arch when our episode comes out on Wednesday. So remember, guys, everything we discuss is a try at your own risk. We're not responsible for any injuries. Our podcast comes out every Wednesday morning. Social media, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Couples with a K, Couples Sutra. Or you can email us at couplessutra@gmail.com. Please give us some emails with sex stories, positions, thoughts, issues you have. Honestly, anything. We're really hoping for some stories soon, guys, so that we can share your stories. We'd just be sharing your first name, and if you want it anonymous, you can go ahead and just write that in there and say, please announce this as anonymous. Please go like and subscribe on YouTube and Apple Podcasts, whatever you're listening from. And thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll talk to y'all next week.
Yeah, and whoever was our 3rd subscriber on YouTube made me super excited.
Woo!
Thanks. So, subscriber number 4, I'm going to be like off the wall, so thanks.
You guys are making our day.
Yep. All right, have a great week.